Kevin Benner, and we're in the shop here at 28 Bridge Street, Tralee. This is my son Adrian, who's my partner in the business, and mother and father purchased this shop back in 1932, and at that stage it was a shop that sold ladies' hats actually, and next door to us we had a public house, Breen's, and above that then we had Latchford's, which was a big merchant's hardware shop, and grain and all the rest of it. We were very friendly with the staff in Latchford's, and they with us. We had never any problems at all. We'd run out to them, they'd run into us. But some of the lads were smoking, and they weren't allowed to smoke outside there. And they'd come in here and go to the back of the shop here, have their smoke, and they'd borrow a hammer maybe or a saw and walk out back into Latchford's with their saw, their hammer again, making out that they had been in just to bring out some stuff for a customer.
Well, I like a lot of things about Benner's. It's an old family shop in Tralee, one of the oldest, I believe. It's very friendly. They carry a huge range of stuff for such a small shop. Extremely helpful. I just like to have a shop like Benner's as part of Tralee. It's a very important part of the fabric of the town, I think.
I'd say the location here is probably one of the best in town. You have a pedestrian crossing straight into your front door.
We didn't pay anything for that.
And that was free, so that works very well. And I think if you moved, you'd lose the character of the shop. If you could build a nice big version of this, but you would just be going the same way as the big multinationals then, and I think you'd lose the character of the shop.
My dad would be the first, I
Yeah.
suppose you say, yeah.
Then
And Willie and myself would be the second, sorry. And
Myself
Adrian
the third.
would be the third.
And then Gary, my son, then,
Gary was in
is the fourth.
giving a help out this year now at 14 years of age.
So there's 4 generations there.
We stick with the customer until we're sure. We don't go from one customer to another, like we wait to finish with that customer and see that they're all right before we move on to the next one again. You know, and give them a personal service the whole time.
I mean, some people come in when there's nobody in the shop, and the first thing they'll say when they come to the counter is, "It's the first time I've ever been in this shop that I've been on my own." And no sooner had they said it than somebody walked in the door behind them. So, like, it is and they get a big thrill out of being in here kind of on their own, because it's usually they have to queue to get in the door. So it's a nice thing, really. You know you're doing something right anyway.
Annette has been working here now for 8 years.
9, I'd say.
9 years, maybe, yeah. The most of 9
yeah,
years.
8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
And we have Laura then as well, who started this year.
Laura started this year.
So we have 2 extra. So it makes a difference. At one time, the shop used to be at the other side. If you're gonna,
No, that's right.
the counter was on this side. He went home one Friday night, and
that's right.
he came in on Saturday morning, and I had switched the whole lot right around.
Stayed up
Myself
all
and
night.
another guy. We stayed up till about 5 or 6 in the morning.
When I came in the door, I was gobsmacked.
He was a little bit disoriented.
I thought it was in the wrong shop altogether.
He had to go out and look up over the door and see was it still small Benner's.
Is this the same place?
I like the fact that if they don't have what you're looking for, they'll send you somewhere else. I think that's really decent. Plus, it's full of genuinely really useful things. You know, it's good that way.
That's the computer in there, like. That's the computer for the stock.
When I go, he can have it all.
He doesn't believe in barcodes or anything like that. It's all up there. He'd know what we have and what we're out of and how many we have.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. So that's the computer that's there.
I won't be retiring anyway.
And hopefully, like, I have 4 children, so hopefully one of them may decide to come in, and we'll keep it going for another generation or as long as we can anyway. See how it goes. So hopefully. But as for him retiring, no way.
I'll die with my boots on, I think.